Welcome to Azerbaijan,
The land of fire. So Azerbaijan's a country that blends ancient traditions, modern marvels, and it has a really rich cultural tapestry. So whether you're drawn in by the historical charm or this like modern skyline of Baku, these are 10 things that we wish we knew before we traveled to Azerbaijan. So we're just giving you some good tips.
The first one, safe, but you're always being watched.
Okay, so Azerbaijan is actually a super safe country for tourists. If you look at rankings, it's actually 18th out of 141 countries for safety. This is in regards to the Global Terrorism Index. It's also in the top 20 safest countries in terms of crime, so really low crime rates. But one thing you should know is that you're being watched. There's CCTV cameras pretty much everywhere, especially in Baku. You had 5,000 installed alone in 2023. So yeah, while you have a digital eye following you, that's what's helping keep the crime rates quite low in the country. So just beware of what you do.
Beware, people.
Number 2, tea culture is huge.
Yeah, and we love it. In Azerbaijan, tea is more than just a drink. It's a symbol of hospitality and friendship. Expect to be offered black tea in a traditional pear-shaped glass, often accompanied by sweets and jams. It's 5:30 and this is our last tea of the day, otherwise we won't sleep tonight. Accepting this tea is a way to bond, so don't say no. It's their way to say welcome.
Yeah, so what does this actually mean for coffee lovers? This country, you have to bring your own coffee everywhere. Like, they only have tea. Even in like hotels and stuff, it's just tea. So make sure that you have your Nescafe with you in Azerbaijan.
Azerbaijan traditional yet secular. Secular?
Yeah.
Is it secular? You say it like that. Sounds different in Italian.
Okay, so Azerbaijan is predominantly Muslim. You'll see that kind of all across the boards when you watch news and when you go on websites and everything. But it's actually really quite a secular country, especially in the cities. Religion plays more of a cultural role than something as like a daily practice. You won't feel out of place as a visitor regardless of whatever background you are. And also
especially at Dennis Mall.
Yeah, especially at Dennis Mall, yeah. Yeah,
The shopping mall, very modern in Baku.
Yeah, that has no religious connotation whatsoever. So these religious sites, like, we recommend you actually go to them. They're really quite awesome to visit, and there's like a diversity of religions covered. One of the fun facts is you have this village called like the Red Village in Guba in the north of the country. And it's actually one of the largest Jewish settlements outside of Israel and the US. And it's really cool because you have this Jewish population and the Muslims living quite harmoniously for centuries there. In another place called Sheki, there's a village called Kish that's going to have the oldest church in the Caucasus. So you have a lot of amazing religious sites there if you're into that.
Yeah.
Okay. Number 4, the Azerbaijani language. There's one word you should know. 2 words.
The official language here is Azerbaijani, a Turkic language most distinguishable in its written form by upside down E's. But don't worry, English is slowly becoming more common in tourist spots. If you learn just one word, make it salam, or better salam alaikum.
Hello, salam.
Which means hello. Trust me, it will go a long way making connections with locals. Second word, which is really important to know, is
So good.
So good.
So good. It's thank you and bye.
Yeah.
We are not sure we are pronouncing it correctly.
number 5. Fire everywhere. The land of fire, literally.
Yeah, so Azerbaijan has this nickname like the land of fire. It comes from its history with fire, really. You have the ancient Zoroastrian religion, which was prevalent in the country many, many, many years ago. And they were fire worshippers. So you're going to find some Zoroastrian sites where there's these eternal fires burning. Also, another reason is because Azerbaijan has these natural gas reserves, and some of them have been burning for thousands of years. So if you go to Yanardagh, sorry about my pronunciation, you're going to find this fire that's been burning for 4,000 years and it hasn't stopped. One thing that you could do is visit the Ateshka Fire Temple for a glimpse into the spiritual aspect around fire.
We are in the planet of Sailor Mars. On
Yeah.
Earth. The colony of Sailor Mars. The
Yes.
land of fire.
Okay, number 6, they have an oil obsession.
Yeah, it's a country built on black gold. Azerbaijan's love affair with oil goes back centuries, and today the country is one of the largest oil producers in the region. You'll see oil rigs even in the middle of Baku's suburban areas, and you will also smell it. Even on the beach, there's always the smell of oil, which I kind of like it because it's different.
Yeah, we're an oil country for sure. It's just this petroleum smell everywhere.
Just a reminder that Azerbaijan's wealth is built on black gold. The oil boom has founded much of the city's modern architecture, so when you see those glass towers, think oil.
Yeah, and one thing that you can do is head to the town of Naftalan, which is famous for its crude oil baths. We're going to put a link to the video. Okay, so we're about to do a crude oil treatment. What am I doing?
Number 7. A feast for foodies. Expect delicious surprises.
So Azerbaijani cuisine is this blend of flavors from both the Caucasus and the Middle East. Some must-try dishes are pilav. That's going to be kind of the most famous one you'll see all over. You have dolma, you have kebabs, and you have to try Azerbaijan's take on baklava as well. It's super delicious.
Yeah, actually
And-
we prefer it.
Yeah, we might
than
prefer it to the Turkish one.
And also don't forget to try piti.
Yeah, so when
But,
you're in Sheki, try piti. It's this mix and mash of chickpeas, lamb, and bread. It's kind of poured over bread and eaten with bread, and it might just change your life.
Yeah, it's like a nona soup
Yes.
kind of style.
Okay, so number 8, LGBTQ plus culture. Caution ahead. We are a gay travel blog for that matter.
Yeah, while Azerbaijan is progressive in many ways, LGBTQ plus rights are not widely embraced here, not at all. The culture remains conservative when it comes to LGBTQ plus issues, and public displays of affection, especially same-sex affection, can attract unwanted attention. It's best to be cautious and discreet if this applies to you, but don't let it stop you from coming here.
Yes, and there will always be private karaoke booths in Baku where you can go ahead and sing Stacy Oriko until your heart is content.
There's gotta be more to life than chasing out every temporary high.
Number 9. The balancing act. East meets West.
Okay, so Azerbaijan is this fascinating mix between the east and the west. Geographically, it's like literally right in the center of it. So in Baku, you're going to be able to find all of these futuristic skyscrapers, but then you're also going to be able to find the old city. You'll find a mix of old and new just in the capital city.
Historical center of Baku.
Yeah.
That's really... It's like a labyrinth. Expect to get lost in it all the
Yeah.
time.
And then also like the modern Haydar Aliyev building as well. You have that, and then just nearby you even have some of these Soviet buildings as well. So you just have a mix of everything there, from old to new, ranging from really ancient to new. So, but then once you get outside of Baku, it starts to get really rural, and you're going to be in these rural villages where you're going to feel like you're stepping back in time. One of our favorite non-city spots was Kish, for example.
Okay, I want to take home this cat. This kitten is absolutely like, look at him. It's like the eyes, like one green and one blue. So cute.
The juxtaposition is what makes the country so unique. Number 10, the warm welcome. Get ready for some Azerbaijani hospitality.
The whole family of dogs is saying goodbye
Yeah,
to
they're
us.
bidding farewell to us.
Azeris are known for their hospitality. They take pride in their country and love sharing it with visitors. From strangers offering you tea to locals eager to share their culture, Azerbaijan will make you feel like you're part of the family.
Yeah, we can mention one particular experience when we were in Sheki and we were staying at a family's home. And as soon as we walked into the house, they invited us to tea, and that turned into dinner. And then all of a sudden, we're like pushing the baby girl in the swing back and forth. And yeah, we just felt like we were part of the family immediately.
Yeah. And the funny thing is that they even know that we are not brothers.
Yeah. True, they knew that we were a couple.
Yeah.
Even with not being able to speak Azerbaijani, there was not much we were able to say to each other except using our Google Translate, but we were able to communicate so much still, and we really kind of treasure that experience.
So whether you're exploring the bustling streets of Baku,
Or you go outside and you're in some of the villages or the countryside, Azerbaijan's going to give you this experience like no other. And now that you have these 10 essential tips, you're ready to head to the land of contrast.
with that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more travel tips and insights. Safe travels.
And Sağ
Sağ ol.
remember that means thank you
Sağ
and
ol.
goodbye. Sağ ol.